friends, Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa Stringworks Workshop. This video has nothing to do with working on instruments today. I'm doing a product promotion. It is not a paid endorsement. The folks that sell this product have no idea that I'm talking to you about it. It's a specialty item, and here on the farm we run into all kinds of issues, and I suspect other people would have a need for this product as well. So what is it? It's a remote control switch that turns things on and off from a very long distance. You can buy them, cheap ones that'll work 50 feet or, maybe even 100 feet if you're lucky. I needed one that would work at least 400 feet away. I think their claim is it works much further than that. I won't go into that. I'm just going to tell you about what I use it for and how far I use it. Well, it is about 400 feet from the house down here to my workshop. I got a new internet service provider that works with the 4G cell tower. Well, the cell signal's pretty good down here at my workshop, but it's terrible up at the house. So I had to put the Wi-Fi router from their company down here in the shop. But with all good things, there's bad things. The new service is awesome. It's very fast, but it turns itself off every single morning at like 4 a.m. Now, they're working on it. It's a bug. It's not supposed to do that, but it does. So I have to run all the way down here to my shop to reset everything to make the internet work again. And basically all that amounts to is I just need to turn the router all the way off, power it back on. So anyway, the remote control switches just aren't very good for the most part. But I found this one. It's only $25. It comes with 3 transmitters. Let's take a look at it here on the desk and I'll show you how it's put together. It comes with this. This is your transmitter. This mess is your receiver. Now the wires on here don't come. You just get this block right here and that's it. You just get this little block. The block comes in this little box, which is pretty much worthless. You get 3 transmitters, by the way. They just take a 9-volt battery. What's the negative of this thing? The negative is the instructions are absolutely crap. You can just take the instructions, do this to them, throw them in the trash can, and you'll be better off than trying to read them. How did I figure out how to wire it? Well, what I did was I looked on the Amazon site. They have multiple pictures of this thing, and they show one with a wiring diagram, and that picture is what I used to wire this up. So I'm going to show you up close how I wired it, and if you want one of these things, it's not that hard. It looks like there's a ton of wires here. Basically, you got, the way I did it, I made a plug-in on this side, and I made, the male plug on this side. And let me just show you. Now you can figure out which side of the board you're talking about based on this big blue square job here. On the blue square job end, on these 3 ports that are right here, I put the hot wire going into this port on this side here. I put the negative wire going over here. The negative wire on this cord goes to here. So you got your negatives going here, which would be your common, basically, is what it really amounts to. And your hot wires are going on this side of the block in both cases. So on both cases, your hot wires are on this side of the block. Then you need a jumper from this hot wire to the center one right here. You just need a jumper. I don't know why, you just do. So there's a jumper that goes from here, from this brown hot wire here, across to the middle connector here. Then on the 2 commons, this common goes on here and this common goes in here, and that's really all there is to it. So you really just got, these 2 wires, and 1 jumper across. Once again, the jumper goes from the hot wire here to the center one over here. There's nothing in this one on this far end, and there's nothing in the center here. Okay. This gives you on-off control. This is the antenna. So let me plug this in. I got a plug in right here on the side of my workbench. I just plug it in there. Now I will plug this lamp in right here. And here's the lamp right here. Now if I hit this switch, you'll see the lamp goes on and off. There. And you know, this will work at a distance of 400 feet. It's ugly, I have to admit, because this case, you can't get this stuff back in this case, and even without the wires, this case is tight. So with the wires, it's just like worthless. So what would you do for a case? Well, that's not really very hard. You could just take a plastic box like this, stick it in here, you know, cut a hole in each end, run your wires out, put a cover over it, you're good. Anything like that would work. You know, for $25, you can't expect a lot, but you do get 3 transmitters, and I do tell you, it works like a charm, man. I'm not kidding you. I never dreamed this thing would work this good. Apparently, it will handle quite a load. I mean, because it's basically just turning, the current on and off is all it's doing. It's just a switch. Please click on the link in the description, go to my website, purchase the product through that link, and then I'll get a very slight kickback. You'll have a good remote control switch that you can use to turn things on and off at a distance. And it's pretty cool. Thanks for watching.